It would have to be said that Meghan Markle has not had really the best of years, despite ploughing on and smiling through those, some might say, new teeth. Nonetheless, of course, you know, she's smiled at every single occasion, turned up for those meaningless awards, and more importantly, you know, made sure she's put on a brave front, whatever has been thrown at her. A lot of people would say, you know, that's incredible when you think, because nothing has truly gone right. It did start off quite well at the beginning of the year for Prince Harry, some might say, for finally getting his story out there, his truth. Then again, you know, as we saw with that, a lot of pitted holes in there. But really, a lot of people said that this particular incident, this particular outstanding incident, was the one that really set off an absolute royal bombshell, and basically made sure that they were, shall we say, having a difficult year as the year went on. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. Or hope you're all well. You're right. Yes, thank you so much for joining me, as ever. I know a bit of a Christmas tree here behind me, and it's outside. It's a shame, isn't it? They can't decorate it. They were telling me as much as they'd like because people vandalise it. Why can't people just leave things alone? Yeah, I do agree. I know it's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, they've got nice lights on it, but they could have put a lot more, you know. And well, we'll just leave it there. Nothing's safe, is it? Even your face is lifted now. That's an old joke, isn't it? You remember that one? Back as ever, though, to your breaking royal story of the day. Well, you've got to have a laugh, haven't you? I keep saying, don't I? What do you mean this isn't a laugh, Neil? I try my best. Yes. What's interesting, as I say, on a more serious note, is this. I think, you know, when you look back at the year for Harry and Meghan, they've had a lot of kickback, you know, and I find it fascinating to think that they have ploughed on in the way that they have. It's kind of dog-eared, really, isn't it? They're not taking any advice. They're seemingly not taking any new direction. But apparently this, that's right, this was the one that really sent them over the edge. The South Park sort of, whatever you want to call it, spoof mockery, very quickly followed by a very quick sketch by another infamous show, Family Guy, put together by Seth MacFarlane. Now, what's interesting here when you think about it is that, as we told you at the time, Meghan and Harry's team were very keen to cast a legal eye over it, despite what they all claim, you know, baseless foundation, that sort of stuff. They look at everything, you know, whether it's online, whether it's, you know, in video form. They have to, you know, the bottom line is that's their life now. Obviously, as we've seen, Prince Harry's life is one of litigation, no two ways about it. What's fascinating, though, is that they decided to retreat rather kindly, some might say, simply because of this. They would have gone further if, particularly in that video by Family Guy, they'd have made any reference to, of course, their children, Princess Lily and Prince Archie, or indeed have included them in the South Park spoof. Now, I find this incredible when you think, because when there was a spoof, you know, video cartoon called The Prince, lampooning, some people suggested, Prince George, total silence. But of course, for them, it's all about their privacy and their protection. Now, what's been said is simply this, that the most damaging thing that happened to Harry and Meghan this year was that particular privacy tour and the spoof that South Park did. It's proved very difficult, even for her brand new team, to spin this and turn this around. I told you at the time they simply should have made fun of it, enjoyed the joke and said, yeah, you know, it's kind of funny, we kind of see the funny side, and moved on. Their silence said that they didn't see it funny and they had no sense of humour. And that's the reason a lot of the time, if you don't take the sting out of it, why these things stick. Something apparently that has made this year a particularly difficult year for Meghan Markle, despite all those awards and rocking up in that gold dress and, of course, the infamous NYC car chase. Whichever way you look at it, 2024 must, should, maybe, could be better. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.